All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Give me 1 second. We're going to get all of our chat set up and everything going. We got a ton of talking points tonight, so I hope you guys are having a good night. We're going to try to get to this stuff pretty quickly and have a pretty coherent stream. Last stream we had just kind of a just chatting style. Tonight we actually have more of a creator spotlight, so we actually have some talking points. Oh, wrong thing. Let me get my chats pulled up real quick and send out some notifications, and we'll get started. Make sure we're live on everything. All right. Send out these notifications. Also, we got some work done on the stream room finally this week, so that is good. Where's our Discord? All right, bam. Notification sent out. I'm posting. Hey, what's up, Laughing Man? First one in the chat. How we doing? All right, we got everything sent out. I think we are coming in clear. I've got quite a few talking points tonight, and we got some updates on the stream room. So we got the, I don't know if you guys saw in the Discord, we did get the L-shaped desk built. We got some of the soft box lights set up. So we're going to be in the process of getting that started. Also, I've got some, I finally have some long form video ideas as well. I've been making some notes of that when I have spare time. So I mean, there's quite a few things. So one, I need to make a thank you for 1,000 subs video. We're well behind that. Thought I'd contribute to this week's topics if you needed any additional inspiration. Yes, I do. I've got a bunch of talking points already, but I mean, I want input. This is a community thing. I can't be the only one driving this. So I think as the more we do it, the more people will post in there, because I really do enjoy showing people's channels off, and I want everybody to grow just as much as myself. I mean, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it's just a bigger net. Let me turn this microphone down just a smidge. If I make it, I can carry you guys to the finish line. If you make it, you can carry. I mean, it's just, we're all going to figure out things as we go. Yeah, how we doing? Hey, what's up, Trill? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So let me pull up some of our talking points. We are going to pull up the creator spotlight and show off some channels again tonight. Laughing Man posted some stuff in there. Okay, so here's one of the first things I want to start off talking about. So I'm going to, hold on. You know what? We should maybe post these questions in the chat. So let me see if I can copy and paste these. All right, the difference between posting and creating content with purpose. That's going to be one of the first things we talk about. So just kind of post. There we go. But yes, Laughing Man, we're going to pull up your stuff as well. You have some really good stuff on there, and I kind of want to see the difference. So difference between posting and creating content with a purpose. So the biggest thing is, so I use YouTube Shorts as an example for myself, because that's one of the things I have the most experience on. When I first started posting YouTube Shorts, I didn't really have a direction. I was just posting clips of live streams, and titles, hooks, all those things didn't necessarily go together. I was just posting the clips that I thought were funny, or educational, or not educational, just funny or entertaining, and we'll just kind of make up stuff as we go. As I posted, hundreds and hundreds of clips, I learned what worked, what didn't work. And that helped me going into live streams, having an idea of all right, I want to make these kind of clips on this stream. I want it to be, so you kind of, I get you're not scripting it, but in a way you have an idea and you're already pre-planned to that point. That's a big thing compared to just getting on live stream and just winging it, which I did that for a long time as well. And that can get, hit and miss. You can have some really good moments, and then you could be sitting there waiting and just messing around for 3 hours and not get really any good clips. Of course, I'm dropping frames already. Yeah, I got to get this internet replaced. There's just no way around it. So difference between posting and creating content with a purpose. So that's a big thing. And that's another thing that we're transitioning into right now is I felt like we were posting stuff and just hoping for the best, throwing it out there. Now we're trying to get more, I guess, goal oriented, more to the point. We have things we're trying to actually do with our content, not just, I guess, we're not just trying to wing it anymore. So that's I don't know. That's just a big thing. Difference between posting and creating content with purpose. Creating, I mean, you just have to have certain goals in mind already. And I think another thing too, when you narrow it down to education or entertainment, I think it really does help you kind of pick what directions you're going to go in. For the longest time, I've been entertainment. Not even that I necessarily wanted to be entertainment, but that's just what we fell under. We weren't very educational. I wasn't making how-to videos, wasn't making tips and trick videos. We were, solely based on whatever game we were playing. How funny can we be? How energetic can we set the mood and have a chill hangout spot for people? Like, that's what we focus on at first. And I'm just kind of past that. We want to make content with a purpose and not just, posting clips all the time and hoping that they hit. Because it's kind of the lotto is what it is. And it does work. Like, you can definitely, you can do it. And when I'm going to record a video about like how I gained 1,000 subscribers and monetized my channel, and YouTube Shorts is going to be a big thing that I'm going to probably be shouting from the rooftop. But that's my experience and the path that I took. So that would be our first talking point. Difference between posting and creating content with a purpose. I think a lot of people, especially now, I'm never going to make it by being funny only. Got to plan the plan. I don't know, man. I think you have a much better shot at making it based off just pure personality than I do. I think it's because I'm definitely more rough around the edges, and I turn people off, especially when I get in my like moods and I get pissed off or angry. People don't like that. And I get it. I'm not the biggest fan either, but that's just who I am, and I can't hide it either. Because I mean, our whole channel and brand has been based on authenticity, so good and bad's got to be shown. But I think you have I think you have a good shot at making it for entertainment more than I do. That's just kind of that's just where I'm at too. I think it's not only I've wanted to break out of gaming for a long time, but I want to make content that I feel is valuable. And since we've spent this past year and a half on YouTube really learning about brand deals, learning about the back end of content creation, learning just tips and tricks for live streaming, making videos, editing. And man, you're a seller. You're a seller. You can either sell your product or you can sell other people's products. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're doing here. Even if you're entertaining, even if your whole channel is based on like entertainment, like you're still going to have to sell some kind of product at some point. So that's where I've been. I think that's why I've had such little motivation to do so many live streams this past year and a half for gaming content. So I know at the end of the day that those live streams, like, yes, they might make a little bit of money as far as ad revenue and the bits and the donations, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Like, I'm not discrediting in that, but at the end of the day, that's not a way to sustain yourself as a content creator, and it's not a way to bring value to people's lives either. So well, thank you, but diversification is always good for content, right? Why limit yourself? Yes. And honestly, now we're in a landscape right now where you don't have to have a niche. Like, this isn't old. Like, that's one word that I want people to throw away from their vocabulary is niche. You don't need it. You don't need multiple channels. You don't need a niche. I mean, honestly, you should have everything posted on your own, on one channel, in my opinion. Like, not all videos are going to be, are going to do the same, but I don't know. It just seems crazy to, especially if you have 5 million subscribers, whatever. But if you're a small content creator, a realistic person trying to make it, there's no reason to be splitting your channels like that. And I'm just dropping frames like crazy. I've got to call the internet company tomorrow. I was supposed to do it this weekend, and I got so wrapped up. We went to the water park this morning. I built the L-shaped desk last night, some softbox lights and all that good stuff. It's good on YouTube from what I see. Yes, and honestly, this is how you need to look at it, in my opinion. This is, or at least this is how I'm starting to form my opinion. YouTube needs to be your main focus, and Twitch, Kick, TikTok, all those need to be secondary, in my opinion. I think YouTube is the flagship. What's the word? The flagship platform, and I feel like they do the most for small creators. They do the most for all creators, small and big. YouTube wants your stuff to succeed. They want your stuff to get pushed out. They want you to grow. I cannot, like, that's one thing that Twitch and Kick has got to, especially Twitch for sure. I haven't spent enough time on Kick to really answer that, but they've got to get better at like pushing smaller content creators and making it, because the way a lot of these live streams work, if you're not live, your channels are dead in the water. And that's just kind of, it's been like that for a while. That's why clipping is so big. But I like YouTube is just, to me, where I think people's main focus needs to be. And honestly, another reason why I'm about to start recording videos and doing that style of content is the barrier for entry is higher. So that's good. Everyone talks about how oversaturated YouTube is. That's a lie. Yeah, it's oversaturated with garbage content, but it's not oversaturated with good content. I mean, there's plenty of people putting out garbage, me included. So like, I don't know. I would definitely focus on YouTube, and all the other platforms I would do as a secondary. And see, that's kind of where I've been backwards. I'm a trash man for sure. Yeah, same. I'm hurling out trash left and right, but that's the only way to get better. And that's why the barrier of entry is higher for YouTube, is because people are not willing to go through that. People will, and I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen in this trap too. People will sit there and stream for 8 hours, get 0 clips, have no direction for their lives, be doing like Call of Duty or some shit for 8 hours that nobody wants to fucking watch. And then they're like, I didn't grow. Well, no shit. Like this isn't 2016 Twitch anymore, 2016 live streaming. Like, everybody live streams now. So you've got to make your content has to bring some sort of value. If you want to do entertainment, then you need to be fucking entertaining. If you're going to be educational, you need to be educational. And like, where I'm trying to learn is, I'm trying to come off, I don't want to be a voice of authority, because I don't have it figured out either. I want to share my results and my tips and tricks that I think have worked for me, and have an open discussion with other people. That's kind of my goal for a lot of these like content creator workshops. So that's what we're really looking forward to do. Eventually, yes, I would like to be like an authoritarian voice when it comes to like, all right, this is what you need to do, this works, blah 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 blah, and I want to help people grow their brands, but we got to get there first. I mean, we're still kind of building the airplane as we go, sort of thing. So, or building the airplane in air, I guess, is a better thing. But if there is one thing that I would suggest for people to do, it is spend the time on YouTube. Spend less time streaming and spend more time making YouTube shorts or vertical content. It doesn't have to be, I mean, yeah, it's going to be YouTube shorts, but you need to post on everything. Short, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you have. Spend less time streaming, more time making vertical content, and do more of the back end stuff. So when you are live, they're more enjoyable, and they're more, I mean, to the point, I guess. There are so many ways to grow, but trying to cut out the dependence on the luck is the goal. Yes, and that's the thing, man. There is some luck involved to some things, but this is a skill, and there's a lot of things you have to learn to get there. Like, and even the people that got lucky, they still had to learn things and get like good at talking on camera, get good at whatever game they're playing or whatever information they're trying to teach people. Like, they still have to, like, it's not like somebody just turns on a camera one time and bam, they got 5 million subscribers. It doesn't work like that. They brought some sort of value to people's lives. So, hey, what's up, Latif? How we doing? Welcome in. We are hanging out talking content creation right now, which I need to bring up. So we did our first talking point. All right, let's see. Keeping chat. All right, that's a good question right there. All right, So live stream growth strategies, keeping chat engaged. All right. So we'll post that down there. That's got to be probably one of the most difficult skills right there. So keeping chat engaged. It depends on what you're doing. So in these situations, we have talking points. I've got bullet points. I have things pulled up. I even have stuff in Discord I can pull up. So there's always a way for me to keep you guys engaged. Obviously, it's my job to be able to fill in dead air, make the talking points like entertaining, but also informative. Like it's a skill. It's not an easy thing to do by no stretch. I mean, I'm not an entertaining person. I'm not, sitting here trying to say that I've got it figured out, but it's definitely something you have to do. Even when you're not doing an open discussion style stream like this one, like that's what I said last stream. I cannot stand when I go to people's gaming streams and it's just this right here. And then the title will be like, just chilling, just hanging out, playing Call of Duty. Bro, you're wasting my time, you're wasting your time, you're wasting everybody's time at that point. Like, you've got to have, for one, you got to drive curiosity in titles. Live streams are no different. Like, they're just like YouTube or anywhere else. But once they get there, you have to also be able to, whatever your discussion is or whatever your game you're playing, you have to keep that entertaining and actually worth watching. I mean, especially with ads, if people actually sit through, a minute or 2 minutes of ads and then they click on your channel and you're not saying shit or not doing anything, they're instantly just going to swipe to the next person. There's 10 million people streaming right now, on all platforms. So they are one-hit wonders on YouTube for sure because they didn't learn. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's tough. You have to be constantly evolving. I think that's why I've dove into, especially in the past year. Thank God I found Big E's channel because he really helped me out a lot. But that's why I've been so geared towards the creator side of content creation. Because for one, it's something I really enjoy myself, and it's just the way I was going. I felt like I was just spinning my wheels every year. We weren't making a lot of progress. And I'm so the amount of drop frames. I can't wait to cancel this internet. And there's no way that streaming right now is putting that much fucking, pressure on this internet. There's just no way, bro. I'm literally streaming at some of the minimum bit rate that I possibly can. And I'm past that. I'm past being limited by my internet company. So not much longer. We're going to have new stream set up soon. We're going to have new fucking internet. And we're moving past this chapter of shitty internet. Live stream engagement, that's a wild one. Live stream engagement stuff. It's the most important skill you can have, though. And some people are really good at it. Some people are not. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty in the middle. I feel like I can carry some pretty dead streams for the most part, but it's a skill. Just like talking on camera or, like recording. That's a weird. For me, live streaming is much easier than recording. I got people to bounce things off of. I got people coming in, hanging out, saying, what's up? Way, way, way easier. Now, when you're making an actual YouTube video, that's a way, I've struggled a lot with that, especially with editing, because, I tend to ramble sometimes, and, if I don't have my notes in front of me with, actual talking points on YouTube videos, I will go sideways sometimes. I'm in the middle, but I do focus on community games, so it gets easier. Yes, yeah. I mean, that's kind of that's probably I would say your thing right now is community games for sure. You're doing really good with that. I mean, your community is super active. That's where I'm I've really got to get my community invested in this next step of the content creation side because I just don't feel like sitting here and playing games for 8 hours every day. I also don't think it's sustainable because the way we were set up, the only way we were ever going to have a chance to go full-time at content creation is just based purely off the live streams. Nothing else. No brand deals, no back-end. I mean, I guess the only back-end deal I've ever done was the Twitch Creators Sports Program, which that was back in 2021. I think 2022, something like that. But, other than that, I haven't diversified my revenue for our content creation. know anything about brand deals, didn't know like just none of that shit. And this past year, I've spent so much time watching videos and watching other channels trying to learn it. And there's just you have to diversify so many ways. Like I really need to get all of our equipment listed, and I need to get affiliate links set up for the Amazon Associates program. Like there's so much money that's left on the table right now, and that's the only way to really sustain yourself and to really become a full-time content creator is you have to diversify. You cannot be setting yourself up to live stream 10 hours a day. Like that shit's not sustainable. You're going to burn out. It's like, yeah, your community is going to burn out probably, and you just can't expect that to be the only source of income. So that's another reason why we're doing these style of like videos and content. I believe in it. I feel like it helps people. It's going to help me. It's going to help you guys, and hopefully we're all going to continue to grow our channels because I really enjoy seeing other people's success stories. There's so like Laughing Man, you're a perfect example. Like you're killing it right now. You took time off. So let's see here. All right, this is a really crazy question. How to get more viewers and streams? I mean, that's the secret question, right? That's the secret sauce, huh? Up 30 subs this month. Hey, that's awesome. I'm actually, all of my analytics are in the complete gray right now on YouTube, but it's because I haven't been posting any shorts. I haven't been clipping anything. The live streams are doing worse than they've ever done, and I'm just in like a content funk right now. But I'm not forcing myself to worry about it though. That's another thing that can kill content creators is analysis paralysis. So because I think I'm tired of growing our channel just off shorts. Because the thing is, what I've noticed on YouTube is there's not a lot of crossover from if you get a bunch of subscribers from shorts, not a lot of those guys go over to watch your videos or your live streams. If somebody follows you for live stream, you know what I'm saying? Like it happens sometimes, but not a lot. So what I'm really trying to do is get away from the shorts. And plus, shorts count as a video too, which I think kind of sucks because like my channel shows that I have 1,200 videos right now. Like, God, those probably 1,000 of those are fucking shorts. I need to go through and clean up a bunch of the actual videos anyway because they're all ARC stuff and it just needs to be deleted because I just don't care about ARC or just, I don't know, gaming stuff in general like that. So I don't know. We're going to have to just see. But my next step so my goals this week, which is something we can talk about. That's one of the things that we try to bring up in the content creator workshops. What's everybody's goals for the week? So my goals this week was we wanted to launch the creator workshop, which we did. I wanted to get some room or some work done on the stream room, which we did. So both of those are accomplished. My goals for this next week is we got to record some videos. I got a couple of video ideas. They're going to be obviously probably videos just like this, us just sitting in front of the green screen talking. But I've got to get some sort of long form content out. And God, the thumbnails is what's killing me, man. Which that's gonna leak into our talking point here in a second, Laughing Man, because I know you want to talk about thumbnails. I've got to get our packaging better for that. That's probably, I mean, honestly, like here, we'll pull it up. Because Laughing Man asked the question, like, how important they are. So, Creator Spotlight, which if you guys haven't, if you're not in our Discord server, join our Discord server. Post your channels here. We can review them on live stream. We can talk about them, offer tips and tricks, or just promote them. We do that a lot, too. So, I had a question submitted to Creator Spotlight. What do you think of thumbnails? How relevant are they in the current YouTube environment, and what is the current meta? So, that's a great question. So, I mean, I would say they're they're probably the most important thing even now. Just because you're packaging, it doesn't matter. You could have the best video in the world, best talking points, best camera, best audio, best everything. If people don't click on it, doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, it's still probably the most important thing. Tags, and titles are very important too, but thumbnails, man, like they're just so important. Um, it kind of sucks to say that, like, or to have them like ranked so highly, but it is. You absolutely have to have great thumbnails. And if there's one thing that Param Crow has like drilled into my head is get better at thumbnails, have good like thumbnails are are just so important. A lot of people say, you know, start your thumbnail and your video idea first before you do anything. I'm kind of weird. I don't really have a flow state yet for recording and editing. I'm still figuring out my systems. But that is one thing that I'm always constantly worried about in the back of my head is thumbnails. Which that looks pretty good. That's pretty funny. Little laser eyes. So what I will say on advice for thumbnails, one of the things that I've learned is you have to look at thumbnails the way you would on a mobile device. You know, most people watch stuff on mobile now. So one of the things that I used to do, so like this is our most recent thumbnail. It's pretty shitty, whatever. But you see in the bottom corner right here, there's a live symbol. Don't put anything in the bottom of that bottom corner. I used to put episode numbers and stream numbers and stuff like that down there. It gets covered up. I also feel like you want thumbnails to be simple and big. So like I literally have two things on that thumbnail. We have a screenshot and we have content creation tips and tricks, and we have a live symbol, which I don't even necessarily need the live, just because when we are live, there's a red one on the bottom. But that does help. After the stream is done, people can see, okay, this was a live stream. You know, it was done live. Oh. Let me pull back our big camera so I can look at our chats real quick. Hey, what's up, Mears? How we doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Which I'm gonna drop our link tree again. If you guys are not on our Discord server and you're not following our YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok channels, be sure to toss us a follow. I'm gonna pin these messages. All right. Boom. But what's up, Mears? How we doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for popping in. All right, let me pull back up our Discord. So this one I made from a live stream the other day. Just wanted some thoughts tonight on Stream Impossible. Yes, let me pull that back up. I guess I could pull our Twitch chat over here too on this. Hold on, I'm going to do that. Good, man. Just been working. Man, I feel you on that. Well, thanks for popping in the stream, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a long time. We are kind of transitioning the channels into a different chapter right now. We're getting away from gaming content and trying to get based more on like content creation and helping other creators grow and tips and tricks, kind of stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Let me just pop this out. Close that. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Have you you should check out our YouTube channel and Discord if you haven't checked it out in a while. Which I guess let me show here. Let me review these thumbnails and then I'm gonna show you guys the update on the stream room. All right, so that's what I made for live stream of the day. Just wanted some thoughts on live stream. So honestly, I like the one you did yesterday. It's super simple and to the point. I do like that the added effects of the little laser eyes. That's, I mean, obviously funny and people will draw their attention. The only advice that I would really add would be, I really like the text right there. Maybe put a border, or like one of the things. So since you have your logo right there, one of the things that I saw a lot of art content creators do that I did like was they would do like a diagonal here, and they would have their colors. So like you would be like, what, your purple and yellow, have your laughing man face here, and then have like, honestly, Syntax was let me see if I can find. Syntac was a very good. I'm pretty sure he's a good example. Like this right here. So you see, he's got like. But see how simple that is? He's literally just taking. Which that right there is an AI thumbnail. But these right here are just literally screenshots he probably using the photo editor in Arc, and then that's just something he's done for years as far as his thumbnails go. That's what I would offer advice to Laughing Man. I think that would benefit, especially since you're doing gaming content, if it's possible. I don't know. I'm not sure what software you use, but I've always thought that was a cool like concept. Oh, that's what's up, man. Okay, bet. Yeah, man. And thank you for popping in, bro. We're doing all kinds of stuff right now. We're really trying to diversify and get better. Oh, we got a video right here too. We'll check that out here in a second. So let me pull up our pictures section real quick. So I'm going to show you guys a little update on what we had going last night. So this is what we started with right here. We got our softbox lights right there. We got our Rode wireless mic. Got this new little this tripod's actually really badass. Knock knock. Hey, what's up, Mixed Challenges? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So it's actually a pretty cool L-shaped desk because you can flip-flop it. It's super possible. I'm using Canva for thumbnails. Yeah, you can absolutely do it. Hey, what's up, Mixed Challenges? Welcome in. So we started out last night. Oops. I actually had to turn this piece right here like 3 times because of to line up the the holes for the other parts. And also one good thing is that it is sturdy and heavy. So so far I'm really big on this brand. It's the first thing I've ever bought from them, but we're definitely going to be promoting their stuff in the future because man, this thing is big and it's heavy. So we got it finished. We do have a little outlet right here. It's got 4 outlets, got a USB-C and a USB-A plug. Not much, just eating some strawberries before I tackle some more Shadow Hearts. Hey, wish I had some strawberries right now. So we got that, and then got this bad boy set up. And these lights, I'm super excited to get these going because, man, they work really good. I should have posted some videos. Actually, I guess I can do it real quick. Hold on. I'm going to post a video and look at the shadows that it creates, which is what we're trying to do. Hold on. All right, I just posted a video in there. Let me see. Bam. All right. So look at this right here. Man, look at those shadows. Which we got a lot of work to do with that, so that's gonna take a minute. Super Canva allows you to save brand style assets. I have banked 2 years of assets picked from fonts, color, specifically formatted images. Yeah, I've used Canva a lot for work. I've never used it for content creation. Let me swap back to our other camera. I've been using, Photoshop Elements for a long time, and it's been working pretty good. But it's very limited too. I mean, I'm not going to be crazy and act like it, it's perfect. But there's some stuff I got to work on. You looking at our stuff in the Creator Spotlight channel? Yes, I was. You guys got to get in the Discord. The plans for everything are in there every day. I post in there every single morning. General chat. I guess we do need to limit. I don't know. I feel like our Discord's not even that crazy. When I see some other creators' Discord, I'm like, who the fuck would even use this? Some of the Discord servers I'm in are just like, it's like 70 fucking channels of nonsense. Like, so it's like, be real. Like, if someone comes in here, I feel like ours is pretty streamlined, but even then, I still feel like I need to maybe delete a few sections and merge a couple of them. But that goes back to just, we got to keep going. Got to keep building our channels to get everybody invested. What do you think of some of the stuff I posted in there in the past? I like it. Keep doing it. All right, so what is going on here? Are we just disconnecting our internet completely? Yep. Rip stream. Yep. Yeah, that's the you're still live here. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm doing, dude. I'm getting rid of this fucking internet. Tomorrow, like, this will be the last stream we deal with this. I guarantee you, because I'm multi-streaming right now, it's wigging the fuck out, and I'm over it, bro. I'm multi-streaming to 3 places on 4,000 KBS. If you can't handle that, get the fuck out. Like, I'm over it. I'm not giving you I'm at to cancel my auto pay and everything on this shit, because I'm not giving these motherfuckers another dime. Y'all can just fucking stack late fees on there, because I'm canceling this shit anyway. YouTube has you covered at least. Well, it's like my whole internet just gave out right there. And I just like the thing is every time it does that, it plummets the viewer. So it's like it automatic it just fucks me. It absolutely destroys everything I'm doing. And it's like if the slightest bit of stress makes your internet fucking wig out, then don't even offer the shit at this point. You don't offer a gig. You don't offer nothing. Like you never have your upload speed the way it needs to be. Ever. Like God damn, dude, I can't do anything with this shit. And I'm like about to crash out on here for like the millionth fucking time because it's like, fuck these people. You want to take people's money and fucking charge people $100 fucking dollars for internet. The shit needs to work every fucking time I use it. I don't give a fuck if I can stream Netflix or watch fucking YouTube. I can do that goddamn shit on my fucking phone data. God damn, dude. That's fine though. I don't have to worry about it because it's fine. We have an option to replace it, so it's just I'm not gonna have to deal with it no more. I'm sick and fucking tired of looking at my OBS and seeing drop frames. It makes me want to punch a hole in the fucking wall, honestly. Like, how much are you paying my ISPs? I'm paying fucking almost $100. Honestly, I should be paying. The only reason why I'm not paying $100 is because they put some kind of discount. Because they know I'm gonna switch. They know it's coming. Pay $82 fucking dollars for that shit. I'm about to switch to a gig upload and download and pay half of that. So fuck that. I'm done. Like, and it's 100% something in the lines around this area because my internet will never ever act up until I go live. And if I was streaming at like 4K, 20,000 fucking bit rate or something, okay, I'm stressing it out. It can't handle this. I'm barely putting even 20% of stress on the upload. And if your infrastructure cannot handle that, then you need to piss off and fucking sell your company to somebody that can bring in cable and fiber that does. It's 2026. Like, I'm past this shit. I had more stable internet on fucking 56K modems than this bullshit. Like, all right, let's get back to Creator Spotlight and actually talking about something that fucking matters. God. Absolutely. Now it's like perfectly fine. It's like it gets stressed out first. It's so weird. It's like there's like something in the line that causes it to just do this shit, and then it like once it fucking wigs out and freaks the fuck out, then it's back to doing this for however long. It could be a day, it could be 2 days, could be an hour, it could be 10 minutes, could be a minute, and then it's right back to fucking packet loss. I'm no internet expert, but that tells me that there's something wrong in this fucking area. Not my problem to figure out. I give you motherfuckers money every month out of my fucking bank account. You figure it out. Which now you don't have to. You ain't got to worry about it. You don't have to figure it out. I will go to another company and I will pay for fucking fiber and then never have to worry about you ever again. You hit her out on the nose, the load issue. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I'm tired of people coming out to my house saying, yeah, we changed your connectors on the outside. It all looks fine. No, it's not. If it was fine, I wouldn't be calling you fucking idiots to come out here and for the 19th fucking time. What the fuck is on my hat? Ugh, God. I'm just tired of it. And it ruins content. It just ruins, like, everything. People leave the stream. The frames drop. I get in fucking terrible moods. Like, it ruins everything. All right. So let's go to this next talking point. I got to get back on fucking track here. After my internet company fucking sabotaged me and just dumped half our fucking viewers into the void. So thank you. Appreciate you, Sparklight. Which if anyone wants to know my internet provider, it is Sparklight, which was bought out, which used to be Cable One. So if you ever have an opportunity, never, ever, 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 ever use Sparklight. That's what I as a content creator, that's what I promote. Don't use Sparklight. They suck. There we go. Forget about brand deals. Let's do an anti-brand deal. Fuck Sparklight. The internet sucks. We're switching. All right. The power of shorts. So why shorts can grow your channels quickly. So the biggest thing, let's go ahead and post this in all the chats. Drop frames can put in some shit. The drop frames just drive me fucking nuts. Because the thing is, YouTube handles it fine. Twitch doesn't. Twitch will not even play if I start dropping frames. Yeah, and even like right now, it's trying to dip below 4,000 kbs, so it's fine. As soon as tomorrow, as soon as I wake up, we're getting new internet scheduled here. I don't care how much it costs, but so why shorts can grow channels quickly. So shorts are by far the easiest way, I would say, to grow a YouTube channel, in my opinion, at least now. It's much easier, in my opinion, to make a short video than it is to make a long form video. The barrier to entry is way lower. Clipping is probably the most easiest and like simplest way to do it. The most low effort. Like if you're live streaming, clip stuff, and then that's by far, I would say, the easiest way to grow. I mean, when I make my like YouTube video and like how I became monetized, that's one of the first things I'm going to probably talk about is YouTube Shorts. Hello, hey, what's up, Hammer? How we doing? Welcome in. So YouTube Shorts absolutely can grow your channels, like probably faster than most. Hold on. We're going to pull up. Over here. I was watch shorts here. I was in the same with Optimium until they actually better themselves. What if they're just doing what I'm doing, which is gaming challenges? So gaming challenges, I would still try to get some sort of vertical content out of it because you do a lot of live streaming, right? I can attest to this. Our growth strategies were super similar. Yes, live streaming and YouTube Shorts is pretty much how I monetize my YouTube channel. The shorts I got the subscribers through the shorts, and I got my watch time through live streams. I honestly, I still think it's, till this day, it's probably much easier to get the 4,000 watched hours through live streams than it is through videos. Well, I'm only on my 3 weeks off till Well, I mean, either way, whenever you come back to making content, you should absolutely be making vertical content, and we can help you with that. But it's the most important thing. And honestly, it's easier now to make vertical content than it's ever been. So there's really no excuse on it. There's no excuse not to make it. If all you're doing is live streaming and posting videos, you're failing. You got to put some kind of vertical content in there, and it doesn't have to necessarily be informative. It could be funny. It could just be things that you think are good. And then as you post things, you'll find things that work, things that don't work. I have very much an idea of like what works and what doesn't work now for YouTube Shorts and clips. Now, obviously, like some do better than others, but there is a system and a form behind it. Yeah, my second Shorts video I ever did somehow got 2K views. Not sure how, but I was shocked. Yeah, I mean, you want to look at engaged views. So it probably showed it to 2,000 people. About 500 people actually watched it, which is still really good. About a year ago, 6 months ago, when they changed to the whole engaged views, it did kind of muddy the waters a little bit as far as analytics, but the same thing matters. Did they stay and watch the video? That's the most important thing. I mean, there's no secret sauce. There's no secret algorithm. If people didn't swipe away and watched, it's going to get pushed. That's it. There is no secret to anything. Rather that be educational, informative, funny, controversial, whatever. Did people stay and watch on your short? So that's why you have to trim as much fat off as possible. If it's a 30-second clip and you're only doing 10 seconds of talking, trim that shit down to 10 seconds. Hey, Wayne, with the resub, 51 months. Gosh.
Great cash, homie.
Let's go. What's up, Wayne? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. So YouTube Shorts by far, gosh, I will shout that from the rooftop. If you're trying to if you're trying to monetize your channel, you got to be posting YouTube Shorts. I said it last creator workshop. If all you're doing is live streaming, you're wasting your time. You're not going to, unless you're just like, on the level of like queso funny or like, or on like the entertainment side of like Speed or someone like that. Like just live streaming by itself is just impossible. And the game's rigged too. Viewbotting's been a thing since I've been involved in content creation, but now it's a big talking point because people are getting busted for it. And now you can really tell, like, because all the streamers that had 30, 40,000 live viewers, now they've got like 3,000, which is probably their actual real viewership number, not the inflated viewbotted number. Which, I've known people my size to viewbot. It's fucking stupid, but people still do it. Yeah, I heard viewbot on Twitch. People viewbot everywhere. It's not just Twitch. It's every platform. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter because this goes back to the revenue side, which we're going to talk about that a lot on these creator workshops because at the end of the day, money's important. Like at least if you're trying to build a brand to monetize, if you're trying to do this for a hobby, that's cool too. But if you're trying to monetize this and make money and support your family, then yes, revenue is important. But one of the things that like we're really going to talk about, like the whole view botting thing, is the only way they're really making money off that is their Kick pay if they're partnered on Kick, and the ad revenue. That's it. They're not really building an authentic community. They're not going to be able to really sell. You can't sell a product or sell a course or sell anything to bots. So it's like, what are we doing at the end of the day? Yeah, you're getting that first initial, boost of like ad revenue or whatever, but like it's not sustainable. It's not. And then if you get banned, all that time's wasted. So I heard ViewBot on Twitch is great, but they've done a good job working on it. My first YouTube short got 3,000 views. Yeah, that's really good. Now, if you go to the analytics of that, go to the analytics and look at like watch time or not the swiped away. See where you're sitting at. If you're sitting at like 70% and 80% stayed and watched, that video will probably get pushed again. I mean, you got to look at YouTube as a search engine, honestly. That's the best way to look at it. And also, Wayne, what are we up to, man? Talk to me. Yeah, here we are back to dropping frames and packet loss again. And it's so crazy. I'm not even streaming. I'm not streaming any games. We're not I mean, my CPU and GPU is probably at like 5% utilization. So the fact that my internet's wigging out over this shit is it's just so fucking embarrassing. Not for me, but for their shitty ass product they offer. Just got my new GPU installed now on Forza Horizon 6. Hey, what GPU did you get? And thank you for the resub, man. Also, thank you everyone who's hanging out and watching these creator spotlights. I really appreciate it. They seriously need to push this one more because the stayed to watch is at gross percentage 69%. Yeah, that's not bad. 70% is good. YouTube put it up to 70%. When did you post it? If it was posted today or like yesterday, it could get another push. Jump from a 1070 Ti to an RTX 5070. Oh, so that's a pretty big jump then. Of course, your videos are amazing. I appreciate that. They're not what they need to be yet, but we're getting there. I want us to get some traction on Kick. I really do. I really like what they're doing with that platform. Everyone's like, well, it's based on stake and gambling. I don't give a fuck about gambling. We're all adults here. If you want to gamble, fucking gamble. It's not my fucking. I'm not the moral police. I started thinking about that last stream and when we were talking about brand deals and stuff, and yeah, you get a bigger push around 80% view rate, over 120% of the video of each time. Yeah, and you can kind of tell too, because like the way the analytic chart looks too, it's almost like across the board. You can tell when it's really bad if it's like this, and when people just like it'll angle off real sharp from where people just quit watching. Want it to upgrade to a point that I don't have to upgrade for another 4 or 5 years. Well, you probably won't, but the way GPUs are rolling, man, God, they're pumping them out so fast. I don't think you'll have to upgrade it for a while. You don't. I mean, you're like me. I don't think you really play too many games that are like super graphically intense that you would have to upgrade. The only reason why I even upgraded mine here recently was because of Arc back in 2023, and I just needed it for content creation since I stream off my GPU. But get back to what I was saying about Kick. I like the changes they've made in the past 6 months, and I think the big difference in Kick and Twitch is Kick at least is going to try to listen to the content creators and try to make things work for them. Twitch, I think, is already so mainstream and so big now. Their mind's already made up, and there's just no, like someone like me or like that. They don't give a fuck about me or any. If you're not bringing in 1,000 viewers a stream, they don't give a fuck. So I think that's a big difference that I've noticed, and I don't know, man. I really like what they're doing over there, and I want to try to. Just something tells me not to give up on that platform yet. So we're gonna keep trying to push content over there and try to build a little following, and I'm going to probably try to do some more networking over there and maybe try to find some more Kick creators in general. We're not going to quit multi-streaming at all, for sure. Like, that's the future. But, and YouTube's going to always be our first priority going forward. But I'm not going to give up on Kick. Force is the first one. On my original card, I could only play for like 10 to 15 minutes before it crashed. Damn, really? I'm surprised it even lets you boot it up. Uh-oh. I just noticed one of my fans finally gave out. I've been listening to the bearing going out for like the past couple of days. Yeah. Thank God it's just a fan in my case. I'm gonna have to replace that though, because All right. Sorry, messing with that. I had it on very low graphics settings. Literally everything is blocky and terrible. It's going now. I gotta do something about that fan. We're gonna have to replace it. That's why I always play Forza on console instead of PC. I don't have to fiddle with the crap like that. All right, let's get back on track here. So we're still talking about shorts. So we did why shorts can grow your channel quickly. All right, next one, how to find clip-worthy moments. So that kind of goes back into one of the talking points we had earlier in the stream, and that's like having content planned and ready. So I wouldn't say scripting it, but if you know you're like, we'll use Forza since you guys are talking about Forza right now. If you guys know that you're going to be streaming Forza, you're going to stream for 3 hours, you need to go into that stream thinking, what clips can I make in these 3 hours? Can I make something funny? Can I make something informative? Can I offer tips and tricks? Can I offer some like crazy ass moments that's just going to be viral moment, whatever? Have those in plan or on your mind before you even go live. That's the biggest thing that you have to get rid of, or just these. And don't get me wrong, it's not the worst thing to just go live and not have a plan and just hang out with your community. That's not the worst thing. But you can't make a habit of that. You need to have goal oriented as far as your clips go, and you have to be thinking of them in the mind of YouTube, or at least that's what I do. I try to, like, all right, I'm gonna go into the stream knowing I want to get 5 clips, and they're all gonna be entertainment. No informative, no tips and tricks. We're just gonna try to make some funny shit happen and make some moments out of that. I play PS5 and PC. I don't want to wait till November/December for a console, but a lot of new games coming out that I really want to play. Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in September too, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be the first thing, how to find clip-worthy moments. And it's kind of tough because the landscape for that's constantly changing. But, I mean, you just got to be clipping your streams at some point. You got to be making some sort of vertical content off of your live streams. Going live now and trying to get people to come to your channel is just, that's like impossible. Posting schedules, converting short viewers into long form. Okay, that's a question I don't really have an answer for. That's a good question. Converting short viewers into long form viewers. That I don't have experience on. That's something we'll have to actually, that's what we're going to work on this next chapter of the channel, because we're going to be doing more recording and less live streaming. Converting short viewers into long form viewers. That's tough. God, that's kind of what I talked about earlier. That's the only downside to doing a bunch of YouTube shorts, is if people followed your channel just for shorts, that means that means they probably only getting your channels recommended through their short feed anyway. So the chances of them clicking off one of your shorts and going to your channel and watching a long form, it's so fucking small. Like, it's just not going to happen. For Subnautica, it's like post the different creatures. For Minecraft, I post informative posts and questions. Yeah, you could do the questions for damn near anything. That's something I kind of developed through Minecraft, and I've used it for other games, and it works really good because it's driving curiosity and it's driving a purpose. It gives people an opinion and a reason to comment, which is, again, going to drive engagement and push it to the top. So it's great. That goes back to how to find clip-worthy moments. You got to know that going in. Like, all right, if I clip this and we're talking about this, it's going to piss a lot of people off, or it's going to cause some controversy. So people are going to want to comment, their opinion. A couple more strawberries. I'm going to get back into beating games in my collection. Hey, go for it. But it's tough. Yeah, it's very, very tough to bring people from long form or from short form to long form. I think it's much easier to take long form into short form, because if people are following you for long form content, they're already invested in you, I think, already. But shorts are just kind of like honestly, to me, it's crazy. I'm very grateful, because if it wasn't for YouTube Shorts, we would not be monetized on YouTube at all. But it's pretty crazy that you can literally grow and monetize your channel through YouTube Shorts. I'll shout it from the rooftop. The best platform right now is YouTube. Like, on your like energy scale, on like where to focus most of your energy, it needs to be YouTube, and everything else should be secondary. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, and I've got more of a following on probably Twitch than I do anywhere. But like, it's not worth it. Oh man, now this is a great question right here. Building a community and why it matters more than subscribers. I don't know why that. Yeah, there we go. Bam. All right, so that kind of will tie back into the whole view botting topic. Why building a community matters more than subscribers. Subscribers mean zero. Other than leverage for brand deals, subscribers nowadays, ever since TikTok algorithm has taken over, subscribers don't mean nothing, in my personal opinion. Attention and like call to actions probably mean more than anything right now. So, and that goes back to building a community. If you have a community that you've built and people that trust you and fuck with you and hang out and actually believe in you, they will support you through a lot of things. And that's way more important than having a million subscribers for people who don't show up, don't, really do anything. Oh, yeah, that's huge. Some people only watch a game, but when you find people that follow but you between categories, is a huge W. Exactly. It's the most important thing. That's why I hate niche. I hate the word niche. You gotta niche down. You gotta find a niche. You gotta do it. No, you don't. You need to be pumping out content and getting better at your craft every day, no matter what niche it is. It doesn't fucking matter. And not only that, you might not always want to do that. So like that was always my biggest turn off to YouTube is I didn't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing. It just sounded god awful. Like, all right, I'm gonna be an art content creator. Fuck that. I do not want to wake up every day and have to fucking play a video game for 8 hours just because people watch it. Like, yeah, if you're enjoying it, cool, but you cannot tell me. There's just no way that, like I'll use Syntac as an example. He's probably the biggest art creator ever. There's no way that fucking guy still enjoys playing Ark every day. There's no fucking way. Like, there's no way. He's got to be forcing himself to do that shit for money at this point. And I get it. We all got bills to pay and do your thing, but like, I don't want to feel the same way I do at my 9 to 5 making content. And I get it. Content creations, you're going to go through lulls. You're going to have downtime. You're going to have depressive episodes. I mean, it's just like life in general. But I just, oh my gosh, the monotony of doing, it's just crazy to me. It just seems horrible. I can't imagine just being all right, I'm going to be a Diablo 4 content creator and only play that game every day or, whatever. I'm just throwing out games for World of Warcraft. I'm going to be a WoW creator. Like, fuck, man. Like, maybe I'm just growing out of the video game phase. I don't know. I guess as things change and priorities change, but like, the communities will always just mean more than subscribers. And people being able to follow you and watch you do whatever is just amazing. Yeah, it's a huge day. 67.6. Woke up, fed the baby dinos for 3 hours, looked at breeding for 3 more hours, farm for 2 hours. Tomorrow I can have fun. Yeah, exactly. And I love Ark. I mean, don't get me wrong. Honestly, I miss playing it, but like, I don't like the idea of being a, a art creator, Pokemon creator, sports creator, like all that shit just sounds fucking awful. I want the brand to be based around me and what we're doing as a community anyway. I've always wanted it to be that way. So that's why I want to get into these like creator spotlights and creator workshops, because this is value that we all can benefit from, not just me. But yeah, creating communities matters way more than subscribers. Always will be. And I'll tell that to anybody who is watching this video. Keep going. Like, don't stop. Keep building your community. Keep grinding it out. And like, it's gonna, like, the whole luck thing, like, yes, there's luck, but like, there's a lot of calculated decisions and there's a lot of strategy behind content creation. And it's a skill that just like anything else, you can learn and get better at. And I do feel like that when you get better, you will, you'll grow. It's just, it's been proven. Too many people have done it. Just too many people have done it for it to not work. So, but yes, community means way more than subscribers. And it's kind of funny because there's 2 more things it leaks into. The next 2 bullet points are creating loyal viewers and Discord servers. So, I mean, those are both really tough things. I've gotten lucky. The creating loyal viewers, there's no quick route to that. It's just being a part of people's lives every day, adding some sort of value, and just putting in the work day in and day out. There's no shortcuts to that. You don't just go live once or twice and have a loyal viewer. You got to have people that, really, really support you as a human being. All right, I'm putting my phone on charge. Okay, challenges. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you. So, yeah, creating loyal, it's just tough, man. You got to be authentic. You can be yourself. That's the biggest thing, man. And with AI coming out and with all this stuff, like authentic and our authenticity is more important now than it's probably ever been. I heard content. I was listening to a podcast the other day. I can't remember who it was. I think it was some fitness content creators. They deliberately film in lower frame rate cameras so it doesn't look like it's AI generated. And I was like, that is fucking genius. So instead of spending $6,000 on a camera, they were spending, $400 on a camera just so it looked less perfect. And it made perfect sense because, like, you can clearly, like, especially with all the AI generated garbage now, you can tell when stuff is generated. Depending on what you're doing, Discord may or may not be necessary. That's my hot take. That is a hot take. I think Discord's absolutely the most important thing. There's too many tools for Discord for you to use there. I don't know. I think it's too important, especially when you're taking breaks off or you just need community input, or that goes back to creating loyal viewers. People that hang out and talk in Discords are by far always the most loyal people. And it's just a way to gauge your community's opinion before, dipping your toe in things. But another reason why I feel like Discord's going to be super helpful is just for the business side of everything, the networking side, the marketing, the branding, brand deals, this anywhere that you're able to share affiliate links or share, anything. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Discord is a great platform for sure. Has to be utilized. And for the love of God, keep your Discord clean. I will leave a Discord so fast when I come into it and there's fucking 19 million channels and none of them been used for 2 years. I think the only main benefit is the longevity of viewers. I added a Wordle section to Discord and people have been on a 400-day streak on that, even though on my 5-month break. Yeah, exactly. Discord is just a way for me to still feel connected to the community without feeling the pressure of having to put out content that day. And it's also helped me transition into the vlogging and just this style of content in general, because it's easier for me to post pictures and share stuff in there than it is to vlog it right now, which that's going to be something we're going to eventually do too. Because I want to start vlogging and, sharing more of my life anyway. But I guess especially for what I'm trying to do, it's so important for me. Like, might even be the most important thing. And it's funny because Discord servers was kind of one of the questions. All right, build a community. So the next, I don't think I'm going to go over this section tonight. It's monetization and beyond ad revenue. That's going to be like a whole stream on its own. It's talking about affiliate marketing, sponsorships, digital products, memberships, donations and tips, and diversifying income streams. It's a very, 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 very important talking point for any content creators. That we're gonna wait though. That's almost a whole stream on its own. Let me find some more. All right, YouTube thumbnail secrets. We can talk about that. Thumbnail mistakes creators make. That's a good question. So I would say number one thing. Holy crap, my baby just rolled over for the first time. Hey, that's awesome. My little boy was trying to take off and walk so much today at the water park. He is independent. And he loves water, man. That little boy, he enjoyed it. God, he had fun. We got rained out about 2 o'clock, so honestly, I wish I would have clipped my Forza Horizon 6 play. What do you mean, Wayne? All right. Thumbnail mistakes creators make. So I would say the biggest thing thumbnail or at least the mistake that I made, and the biggest mistake most creators make on thumbnails, is they put too much stuff on there, too much information, too much stuff on the thumbnail. At that point, you got to look at it from people who are scrolling. If they're scrolling and they see a thumbnail with a bunch of 7 different things on there, the chances of them clicking on it are slim to none. But if it's streamlined and there's only 1 or 2 things, and whatever your video is, and it's recommended in the title, the thumbnail is clear and concise, yes, much better chance of somebody actually clicking on that. That was one of the mistakes I made when I first started doing thumbnails, was I put the game I was playing, the title of the episode number, if I was streaming on Twitch, I had the Twitch logo on there and the YouTube logo. Like, it was just, by the time you're done, there's fucking 19 things on like, it's just garbage. So as the years have gone on, I've slowly like simplified my thumbnails more and more and more, and like simple is better in my opinion. Actually, that's kind of crazy. The next question is simple versus complicated design. I'm always going to say simple. Now, if you have the budget or the knowledge of making complicated thumbnails, do it. I think for most people, keeping it simple is going to be the best route for anything, not just thumbnails. Your system's in place, and everything needs to be streamlined, like from when you go live, when you're editing, when you're doing clips, all of that. Like me right now, I have a great system for live streams. I have templates set up. I have notes set up. I can copy and paste descriptions. I can copy and paste tags. Like, I can switch from doing a just chatting stream to a gaming stream in like 5 minutes. Right. Whereas right now, my recording and editing situation is not like that at all. I don't have a very good rhythm for recording, editing, putting the video out, making a good thumbnail. That's what we're working on right now, as we're really trying to focus on this next chapter and like finding our systems and everything for YouTube. But that would be the biggest thing I would say for thumbnail mistakes that creators make, is making things too complicated. Keep it simple, and honestly, filters, man. I'm real big on what filter do I add a lot of hue and saturation to my thumbnails. I try to make them pop a little bit more. But simple designs is kind of what I stick to. Examples of thumbnails that perform well, I mean, that's pretty easy. I got one, thumbnails on shorts, opinions. I've never posted thumbnails on, well, I guess on TikTok. I do. TikTok will allow you to pick like a preview. I will for that, just because, like, let me pull up my TikTok channel. I've never done thumbnails for YouTube Shorts. I don't know if it really, well, I guess it does matter. So, like, you can see on some of these clips I posted here recently, see the guy, like the little rave guy? I intentionally did the thumbnail to the section where that guy was on there, just because I figured, like, all right, that'll probably make people, and I think it did work a little bit. People did click on it. I mean, honestly, all my MLB, the show clips, do pretty good on TikTok. They all got over 1,000 views for the most part. But I mean, that's just not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Well, we also added a new description to our TikTok, which if you guys are not, go follow our TikTok. I think we're at like 560. I actually changed my, you know what, I'm going to do it on Twitch too. We need to change our description on a lot of these things. I changed our description on like Twitter and pretty much everything. YouTube Shorts does it on mobile. It'll let you pick the frame. Really? What, are you gonna let me edit this shit? Okay. There we go. Sorry for the side note. Hope everyone is doing good, having a great year. Still got half a year left to do great things. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of messing with some things. Yeah, we're gonna good. We're about to lock in these next 6 months and really try to do some really good things. If you look at my Minecraft stuff, every one of those is intentional. Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna have to mess around with that then. I guess I haven't messed with the. I've never messed with thumbnails on my shorts. That's kind of crazy. I do like. I went ahead and changed our description on everything. I think it looks pretty good. I've got to record some stuff tomorrow though, for sure. I think when we get off work, I'm gonna record or try to record our video. But yeah, I'm gonna mess around with some of the thumbnails for YouTube Shorts now. Laughing Man, because I've never messed with that. All right, let's see. All right, here's a good one right here. So finding content ideas that actually get views. Where to find video ideas. That's one thing that I've kind of struggled with here recently. Obviously, a lot of people just use the YouTube and other content creators for ideas. Where to find videos. So for the longest time, I made just gaming content and I made selfish content. I made content that I enjoyed making and I hope that people would enjoy it along the way. Obviously, some people did, but that's not the best way to grow, in my opinion. So now, like, I've only got about 5 video ideas right now wrote down, but as we're transitioning into this more content creator based chapter for the channels, we're just going to be more locked into the streaming world too. The more stream, like right now, view botting is the biggest thing. Like that is biggest topic in streaming right now is view botting for sure. But we got to be on top of those topics more, and we need to be able to talk about them and make videos about them. So far, I've got about 5 video ideas for our channel, and I've got to get those out because I've got to get YouTube pushing our content for non-gaming stuff now. We got it like that's all YouTube's ever known us for, so we got to get away from that. Which I've got high hopes we can. It's just going to take some work and some time, and it sucks. I feel like it's going to be a little while before I see my analytics grow and go back up, but that's just something we're going to have to do for now. But where I've been finding video ideas have been just things that I want to make videos for myself that I think are going to bring value to other people's lives. That's been the biggest thing. So that's why I'm doing this creator content workshops and stuff like that. I feel like there's more value in providing it than it is from getting on here and playing Ark for 8 hours or playing MLB The Show for 6 or whatever. Like there's just more things that we can do with this, in my opinion. And I'm just like, and plus I've been talking about long form content for like 2 years now, so nonstop, and we've kind of dipped our toe into it, did a little bit this and that. Now we actually got like, and it's one of those things too that every time that I've got to a point with content creation that I thought I couldn't, like, oh, this is so scary. How am I going to do this? We did it and it was fine. So we just got to keep climbing that ladder, and we've been so stagnant. I feel like whatever you're doing, you have to try to grasp what the community wants to see. Gaming is easier since we've been doing it forever. Moving away from that is going to be educational. Yeah, it's going to be hard. I think it can be done though. And it's just like, it's what I want to do, man. I don't want to play video games every day. I don't, especially now that I'm a dad. I just like, it was discouraging to spend 8 hours on stream and only get, which I mean, I don't know, I'm in a catch-22 because like the gaming content will have the channels grow more, but like, what is the, like, I don't know. We're in a weird spot. We got a lot of stuff to work through. I just don't want to, I just don't want to grow the channels just off gaming stuff. That's not what it's never been what I wanted to do. I've never wanted to just sit here and play video games all day, every day, even from the time we started this. Like, yeah, early Twitch back in 2018, 2019, times were different. But, like, now it's like I care more about the business side and, like, I want to get in better shape. I want to have a better diet. I want to, get better with finances. I want to show people that stuff. I want to get better at videography. I want to get better at making content, recording, editing, doing thumbnails. Like, I care more about that stuff than I do playing Ark for 6 hours on stream. If it was easier to edit videos, I would totally get back into YouTube short creation for gaming Warhammer. So it is, bro. It is. It's easier now than it's ever been. It just takes effort. It takes work. You can literally edit everything on your phone with CapCut. You ain't even got to have a computer. You don't have to have any knowledge or anything. You can just literally download CapCut, pay for the $20 subscription, and just start fucking with it. And you'll learn stuff. I promise you. And that's the beauty of it. You also got to look at this. For every barrier of entry that you have to get through, that means other people are not going to do that. So, like, live streaming is a great example. Anybody can fucking live stream. Anybody. There's so many people who they live stream and make a living full time every day, and all they do is sit here and talk about fucking nonsense just because they're good to look at, or they're talking about fucking politics or something that's controversial. Like, they're low hanging fruit. So, like, if those people can make a living, I feel like the rest of us can too. I just refuse to believe that, like, authentic and real people can make this work when there's fucking thousands of just people who just don't offer anything to anybody but just sit there and e-beg for money every day, and they're fucking full-time content creators. Like, but you should do it. You should absolutely start doing your gaming, Warhammer, your paint, anything, your Pokemon stuff. Do it. And yes, you're not going to get the results you want at first. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. Doesn't matter if you got the best equipment, best everything. It takes time. And it's not because you're shadow banned or your content sucks, or it's like you're building a portfolio. And the bigger your portfolio, the easier it is for platforms to push your stuff to the right people. Because that's all it is. It's really just directing it towards the people that want to watch it. So do it. Edit stuff. Learn. We'll help you. All right, let's see. Why consistency alone isn't enough? That's a good question right there. I can be perfect example of that. So why consistency alone isn't enough? So back in the day, consistency would get you a long fucking way, especially with live streaming. If you were live 7 days a week, you were doing good. That whenever, I don't know, maybe it's been a couple of years ever since the kind of clipping culture has taken over, but whenever that shift happened, the streaming for 10 hours just kind of, unless you got clippers doing the shit for you, then go for it, stream for 10 hours. But, like, the name of the game has changed. Like, consistency is still a huge thing and is very important, but it's just staying live all the time and so many days in a row, I don't think means as much as what is the stuff, like, it's the whole quote, it's not the hours you put in, it's what you put in the hours. It kind of goes back to that saying. Like, yeah, if you're live for 10 hours, but only 2 hours of that is, good content, what are we doing for the other 8 hours? And trust me, I've been someone who's been consistent. I've had a stream schedule that I think the longest I've taken time off from streaming is like 2 or 3 weeks. I've never taken a month off. I've never taken multiple months off. Like, I've been doing this consistently for a couple of years now, and it's not enough. It's been just enough to keep the channels alive, in my opinion. And they're not, they're kind of on life support right now if you want to be super technical. But consistency alone is not going to get you anywhere now. You've got to have a plan. You got to be precise. You have to have a clear route to what you're trying to do. And you got to have purpose. You got to have, like, that's probably the biggest thing is streaming with the purpose, man. That's one thing that I've changed a lot on here recently. I've gotten I feel like much better with that. Especially with these creator workshops that we have to have a clear goal in mind and talking points. And I was even listening to, that's another thing too that I've been doing. You got to do the work off camera. So like I've been listening to the live streams that I do on YouTube afterwards. Like last night when I was building that L-shaped desk and putting those lights together, for probably the first hour, I was listening to my own stream because I was trying to pick apart what was good talking points, what was bad talking points, when was there dead air, when was there wasn't. I was trying to analyze it for my own sake to get better. So I think you should be doing that as well. You should be absolutely looking at your content. Is the audio levels good? Where was this point of the stream good? You know, you have to be looking at, because I to be honest with you, a lot of the times after I'm done live, done with it, out of sight, out of mind. Now I'm going back and really trying to build on these. We got to get better at a lot of things. That kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier about the difference between posting and creating content with purpose. You're not just posting stuff, you're creating content with a purpose and a plan. And it's just so important now. God, it's so important. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to get YouTube Shorts out of these streams, which I know it's possible, but that's one thing we're going to be doing big time. Streaming and sports have been have had some huge parallels. You know how good Babe Ruth would have been if he had a dedicated sports trainer with today's techniques, right? Well, if he was willing to listen to him. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's see what our next. Oh, okay. Here's some hot debate topics. We'll talk about these. Okay, here's a good question. And this is I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. We're gonna post this. Small creators, should they focus on live streaming? What do you guys think? Chat, what do you think? Should small creators focus on? I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna let you guys answer that. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna give you my opinion. Should small creators focus on live streaming? We'll do an ad break too, real fast. Could you cut up each question for multiple clips per stream? Yes, you can. I can clip up or cut up some of the questions for clips 100%. All right. Small content creators don't need to focus on streaming, but it does lower the difficulty level of creating content because you have a baseline. I really think if I wanted to get back into content creation, I'd rather start with shorts and video creation once, slash if I get on the traction, then pivot into a mixed bag of videos, live stream. My thoughts behind this, I feel like most people have shorter attention spans, so shorts and small videos work better than 3-hour streams. See, yeah, I agree. So let me ask this question again, and we'll get a clip out of this. So in 2026, should small creators focus on live streaming? So that's kind of a 50-50 question. My personal opinion, I think that you should, but it should be live streams that are dedicated to making clips and making like a purpose. You can't just stream for 8 hours, Call of Duty with no direction, if you're going to stream, and even if it is Call of Duty, if you're going to stream for however many hours, you need to be making clips and vertical content during that time and trying to build a community while you're live. And then when you're not live, you need to be trying to funnel people there if you can. If not, then I would say you need to focus on long form content and still vertical content to build your community. So then if you do want to transition into live streaming, you already have that base there. But I mean, I still think that live streaming is a smaller barrier to entry than YouTube and even shorts. Like, it's much easier to get a camera and a microphone and just go live, or even just stream off your console, than it is to like edit shorts or edit TikTok videos. But it's just it depends on what you're trying to do. I do think that there is value in it, but I don't think that what worked back in 2016 works now for small creators. You can't just go live for 9 hours and play Crimson Desert and then complain about no one coming to your stream. Like, so in my prime example, an active community with around 6 hours of stream time per week. My channel has close to 6 million views, mostly shorts, and I've had around 120 concurrent lives before. Small content creators don't need to focus on streaming, but it does lower the difficulty level of creating content because you have a baseline. Yes, I guess you kind of answered it kind of the way I did. But yes, it's just crazy because at the end of the day, you got to be making vertical content for sure. You're a smart guy, man. I wish it paid off. All right, let's see. Oh, this okay. Hot topic debates. Oh, this is a really good question right here. All right. This will be a controversial question. So, to continue our little creator workshop questions, is AI helping creators or making content worse? Is AI helping creators or making content worse? It's a super controversial take. I think it depends. If you're using AI to implement systems and ask questions, then yes, it's a good thing. If you're using AI to generate actual like thumbnails and actual content, and then that's just slop. But if you're using it for systems, then yeah, that's absolutely. AI is improving my content hands down. Yeah, me too. I use it for tags, titles, descriptions, stuff like that. I ask it questions. I've even used it for thumbnails, which I don't like that. It was just more to save time. But even then, like the thumbnails they're not like high performers. They're just slop. But yeah, everyone's afraid of AI like taking their position. I guess I'm not really too worried about it because authenticity I still feel like is the most important thing in content creation right now in 2026. On any platform, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, and AI is never going to be able to replicate the just debauchery and just stupidness of human beings. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way AI is ever gonna. And like, I'm not a fan of the trash you see on like the homepage of the live streaming services, but like, let's see a AI come up with a dumbass hot tub stream. You know what I mean? Like, AI is not coming up with that. So I'm not too worried about that aspect of it. I'm using it for captions mostly. AI is at such a level that it filters out so that mine shines through. Exactly. I use it too. And you should use it for titles and tags because at the end of the day, it's just a search engine. But I'm not too worried about content or it's stealing like authentic content creators' positions because it's just like I said, AI is just never going to be smart enough to come up with like the fucking nonsense that human beings come up with, and especially if they're bored or have downtime. Like some of like there was a TikTok the other day. It was a guy in his house, literally just trashing his house, cooking hot dogs on a coffee table and squirting ketchup all over the room. No fucking clue what that dude had going on, and I didn't look at the rest. I just saw it on TikTok for like 30 seconds and liked it and swiped away. But I remember thinking, let's see AI come up with that. Drugs? You think he was doing drugs? Possibly. I guess I wish I could find the video and react to it. Oh, talking about react, there is a TikTok video I want to show you guys real quick. Laughing Man, you're a Blizzard fan such as myself, so you will you'll love this. I gotta go to TikTok. I gotta go to likes. No, my activity, dude. Not. Yeah, look at this. Can I get rid of that? How do I get rid of the chat? Having a boomer. Well, fuck it. Whatever.
A bunch of nerds. Okay, yes, those nerds did include some of the all-time greats, but the fact remains, the Spurs' first title team established their championship chemistry not by playing late-night games of poker or rounds of golf, but by hardwiring their laptops together to play StarCraft, a sci-fi strategy game about warring races in a distant galaxy. Hall of Famers Tim Duncan and David Robinson, along with Sean Elliott and Malik Rose, would be dubbed the IBM crew by their teammates because any free moment they had between practice and games was spent locked into their computer screen for hours. They even played it on the team plane, fresh off winning a championship.
Look at that. Having a LAN party on the plane in 1999. What the fuck? That is GOAT. Oh, shit.
Back in 1999, the Knicks lost the NBA Finals to a bunch of nerds. Did the team's core and ultimately for hours. They even played it on the team plane, fresh off winning a championship. With Malik Rose telling the Washington Post that those StarCraft sessions bonded the team's core and ultimately translated to better chemistry on the court. Even after Rose left the team in 2005, the four stayed gaming with titles like World of Warcraft and League of Legends. So whenever you think about the Spurs becoming an NBA dynasty, remember that it began with a bunch of nerds who, as it turns out, also happen to be pretty good at basketball. Back in
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I got to show this on stream today. Especially when I saw the LAN party in the fucking plane. In the plane? LAN party at 32,000 feet is not something I thought I'd learn about the NBA today. Exactly. Which I've always loved the kind of, being from Texas, the only Texas team I really follow is Texas A&M, a college team. But I will say, when I lived in New Braunfels or San Marcos for a while, and we worked in San Antonio and Austin, and that was in 2013, 2014 when the Spurs and the Heat had their finals. And bro, let me tell you, those people and that city worship the Spurs. Because normally it's quiet. Like, San Antonio is a pretty chill place. The city's pretty spread out for the most part, so traffic's not bad. A lot of good places to eat, a lot of places to shop. It's just nice fucking place. Not really too much crazy shit happening. Boy, when the fucking finals was there, it was like a whole different city. People at work I was working with were fucking, they were getting drunk every night and talking about, like, it was just crazy. Like, it was just nuts. And I'm a Celtics fan, so I didn't have any dogs in those fights. But like even this year, like I've been watching the finals. I really like Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, but damn, I like the Spurs. I really do. Notice how the last game on the list is League of Legends. That's because League ruins even the best friendships. Yeah, I just fuck League of Legends. I miss World of Warcraft, honestly. I miss WoW. If we ever go back to World of Warcraft, I just can't do the PvP shit. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with fucking trolls. I learned that about myself. I guess it's also I don't have the time. I don't have the time to compete with these nerds. Question, can a streamer get too big? Ooh, that's a good question. All right. So to continue our creator workshop, can a streamer get too big? That's a very good question. Can a streamer get too big? I guess it depends on who they are, honestly. In my personal opinion, it depends on who they are. Because, like, I think Queso's a great example. Look at him. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world. And I legitimately think he's the same dude that he was fucking before he blew up. Same thing with like Jinxie and some of these other people. Like, and then on the other hand, you see some guys that get so big they just implode and get caught in some kind of scandal or, you know, piss their viewership off because they take some fucking horrible brand deal or something. You know what I mean? Something. That's why, like, I've kind of went back and forth on the gambling thing. Because me, like, I don't have anything against gambling. I don't do it. What I promoted on my streams? Fuck, man. I don't know. Right now, I would say no, but I don't have somebody flashing a bunch of money in my face either. And people can say, oh, what the? Look, I've told people from day one, we're in this to make money and support and build a brand and, like, so whatever. We got mouths to feed around here. We're not doing this shit for hee-hees and ha-has. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There's just a lot of, like, that's a tough question. Can a streamer get too big? Queso's a good dude. I can't fault anything about his stuff. Not always my cup of tea, but it's good content. Yeah, I don't personally watch him, but I think he's authentic, and I don't believe he's playing a character. There's plenty of streamers that are pieces of shit, or content creators that are, you know, fake, positive, haha, hee hee on camera, and then just total douchebags off camera. And I don't even mean being like personality wise. Like, there's just some shitty people out there doing shitty things. Hell, honestly, Laughing Man, I don't know. I mean, you've talked about that. One of our, as Guardian's the one that brought it to my attention. I don't know if he messaged you about it, but there was a content creator that used to come in here all the time that we were friends with. That crazy shit, dude. You never know with people, man. So I like to think that there's some really good content creators out there that no matter how big they get, they're the same. But I think streamers can get too big. I think anybody. So no matter what industry you're in, I think at some point, no matter what you're doing, whether it be content creation, podcasting, you're a football player, a doctor, whatever, no matter how big you get, or eventually once you get to a certain, like, you're so big, I guess it's like being too close to the sun. You kind of lose who you are. Your community is so big at that point, and you have so much following that it's hard to, I don't know. Here, I'm going to forward you something, Laughing Man, real quick. I'm going to forward you this. You got to DM me. I did. You need to make sure, and since I DM'd you, make sure those accounts are blocked from your channels too. All right. But yeah, so that was a good question. Can streamers get too big? I don't know. I definitely don't know. That's for sure. One of these days we will, hopefully. All right, let's see. Let's find us some more talking points before we get out of here. All right, here's a good question right here. Is expensive equipment waste of money? All right, that's another one of those catch-22 questions. Is expensive equipment waste of money? It's only a waste of money if you're not utilizing it. I've bought in a bunch of equipment over the years, and not all of it has been utilized as much as some things. And some things you buy, you don't think you'll utilize, and you end up utilizing way more than you thought was possible. Like my Stream Deck, for a good example. When I bought it, I knew we were going to use it, but now I could not live without this thing. Like, there's no possible way we can stream without this. Absolutely best advice, or best piece of equipment I've got, just because we can drop links, we can clip stuff, we can mute stuff, we can do sound effects, we can raise the volume, we can lower the volume, we can do screenshots, we can change our scenes. I mean, there's just like the limits you can do on the Stream Deck is just, I shouldn't have waited as long as I did to get the thing. It is absolutely great. And on the other hand, I've got a GoPro that I bought, 5 years ago, haven't used a single time, which actually today, this ties into our vlogging. I went down a couple of water slides today, and to show you that I'm constantly thinking about content creation, the first thing that popped in my head was, because they were cool-ass water slides, first thing that popped in my head was, fuck, man, if I had my GoPro, I could film this, and this could be some B-roll footage. Like, does having a close IRL support system help more with content creation, or having an internet support system more helpful? Both. I couldn't do this without either one of my support systems, IRL or internet. Especially with all the responsibilities I have, and like having to work a full-time job and make sure bills are paid and kids are taken care of. Like, yeah, there's no way I could do this by myself without IRL support system and you guys on the internet for sure. I'm lucky to even be in this position. That's why I'm really, really trying to push the boundaries and try to get better. I'm so worried that, like, especially like the direction we're going, it's going to hurt the channels. It's going to be just like when I pivoted from NCAA to whatever. Like, it's just going to take time for us to get there. And right now we're so far away from where we need to be. And I'm honestly a little nervous too, because I'm kind of like, man, who am I to come on here and try to give these tips and tricks and advice when my streams and my channels are doing so bad? But it's just something we have to fight through. And I've got to get better at these just chatting streams and doing these creator workshops. And I'm just going to have to get better at putting out this style of content we're going to have to fight through it. And it sucks because like last stream it's super discouraging. This stream hasn't been much better as far as viewership. It's more been active as far as you guys have went, but like it's not getting pushed to YouTube. Twitch doesn't give a shit, obviously, and I don't have any following on Kick, so like it's hard not to get discouraged. But I've just got to keep pushing through. And what scares me the most is like the channels are not going to grow right now doing this stuff. I've just got to get better, man. Especially with like what I'm trying to aim at and like who I'm trying to like replicate, and like, dude, I'm so far away. So far away. But it's just, we're just going to have to keep grinding and just keep at it. And I think that maybe streaming a little less will help too, because tonight hasn't been a very good example of that, but hopefully if we stream less, we'll have more people show up when we actually go live. And we need like the Discord server. That's why I've been posting in there every single day, especially with my workouts. Like tomorrow morning, I got to get up early in the morning before work, and we got to work out, get that done. And I've got to record. Like the goals tomorrow is work out before work, go to work, do the fucking 9 to 5 bullshit, and then record after work. So what the goal is. I need to order some acoustic foam, and I need to order some tube lights for the lighting in that room. That'll be the next step, and I got to move some furniture, and then, I'm almost at the point where we can start moving the equipment in there and start streaming in there. Well, first I want to get the room set up. I got to get right now there's a ton of reverb in there. I don't know how the lighting's going to be. Which the lights we have now, God, the softbox lights, I'm super excited about that. They're so cool. And and I've just got to get better at making long form videos. That's just one of the things we can't get past. But let me find us. We need to get some more, a couple more questions for our creator spotlight. All right, what else? We were talking about AI helping creators. Let's talk about this to end the stream right here. It'll be like some of the last little talking points. So, is Twitch still worth it in 2026? This is going to tie into Twitch and Kick. So, is Twitch still worth it in 2026? Absolutely. I think multi-streaming on all the platforms should be your absolute goal. Now, I will say, Kick, I think, is still working out their platform and their ecosystem, and I think they're doing much better with the bots. So this time last year when I was streaming a little bit on Kick, that was just flooded with bots. I will say that this go around, it hasn't been like that as bad, so that's a really good thing. And I'm excited. I'm really going to find us some more creators to network with on Kick, and I like their platform. I like what they're doing. I've had my eyes on them for the past probably like year and a half. We dipped our toe a little bit into streaming last year during the summer for Kick, but it was all gaming. It was like Dune, Awakening, and Minecraft, and kind of just weird little. I don't know. I just don't think those were gonna, especially Dune, and like I think we did some Digimon and some other smaller games. Like those weren't gonna do anything on Kick, but I do think that Twitch is still worth it in 2026. I think Kick is worth it. I think YouTube should absolutely be your number one priority. That platform is just so great. There's so many tools for the creators. There's so many tools for people. Like I've talked about this feature last stream, the hype feature. The hype feature is just like honestly, all the other platforms should implement that system. Giving viewers a way to go and push their favorite small creators out to other people is like, God, it's such a great system. And since you're only limiting viewers 3 of them per week, they can't just do it to every video. So the ones they're choosing to use it on means those are people that they really want to get pushed. And that is such an amazing feature. And the fact that other platforms have not got their form of idea from that, or like they should. I can't think of any other platforms that really has that. And maybe I'm missing out, but it's in a league of its own. I don't know any other platform that has that kind of feature, and it works. Like people have been hyping our creator workshop live streams, and thank you for that. I don't think YouTube's really pushed them because they don't really know where to put them yet. But the fact that we're even getting those hypes on those videos means people are watching them after the fact, and that's what matters to me because that means somebody's getting some sort of value from them. What I've got to work on is getting the thumbnails better for these live streams. So, bro, did the stuff I sent you? Got your DM. Yeah, I know. But yes, I do think that streaming on Twitch in 2026 is worth it. I think multi-streaming everywhere is worth it. It should be your goal. Number one goal, honestly. But yeah, Laughing Man, we're talking about like platforms. I was talking about the YouTube hype feature. I think that's one feature that every other platform should take. Twitch, Kick, Instagram, any of them. Giving viewers 3 hypes a week and giving them the option to like push those on creators, which if you guys are watching this on YouTube after the fact, like, share, subscribe, hype the video. I make more on Twitch than YouTube per month. Yeah, I make the most on Twitch too still. But that's just because I've done Twitch longer than any other platform. I've got more of a following there. But I'm also in like a weird, like my Twitch channels have probably done worse in the past few months than they've ever done. So we're in a weird transition phase right now. And I knew it was going to be like this because like the last time we transitioned from like NCAA to variety streaming, we took a big hit the first few months and then it slowly climbed back up. This is going to be no different. It's just going to take time. And it's also like I was talking about this during our last creator workshop and this goes to any other people that are like, if you're worrying about putting out content, just put it out. People don't care as much as you think. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get better by being stuck in analysis paralysis. That's one thing I'm really bad about. I'll sit here and listen to podcasts and content creation videos and this and that about finance and blah, 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 blah. But then I don't make moves on them. So what's the point having all this knowledge and information if you're just sitting here on your hands? So I'm going to constantly tell people, put it out. And I need to take my own advice and put it out. So that's just something we're going to rock with. Tomorrow, we're going to schedule this fiber internet to come out. That's going to solve one of our problems. We're not going to be having drop frames anymore. No more upload issues. So that'll be coming. We're going to be doing some recording this week. I actually have some video ideas. I actually am ready to put some stuff out. The thumbnails are the only thing that I'm still worried about because, God, man, it's tough. I'm going to have to figure out a way to make some better thumbnails. If I could, I used to use remove background for some of our stuff, but now they charge a subscription for that. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure out a way to get us some better thumbnails. But I'm definitely gonna record, and I've got to start putting out some long form content just to get rid of the ARC stuff. So that's gonna be our plans this week. We're gonna do more work on the stream room, which if you guys haven't, I'm gonna drop our link trees in the chat again over here on Kick as well. Join our Discord server. We hang out in there every day. The link tree has our Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Discord, all that stuff on it. So if you want to help us become a full-time content creator, that is how you can help us right there. Let's see. Is there any other talking points we want to talk about tonight? I can't stream much longer because I do got to wake up super early in the morning. We got to go to the gym. And then we got to work tomorrow. Got to get our nonsense work out of the way before we can do some recording. So that'll be the plans for tomorrow. So we will we'll have some long form videos out this week, and then also we're going to be doing obviously some more live streams. Let me see here. Let me see what my work schedule looks like. All right, yeah. That's what we're going to do. All right, Laughing Man, is there anything else you want to input before we get out of here? And thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry, I mean, we'd had kind of a pretty good stream. I had a little hiccups there for the internet, and had some stuff kind of fall off, but I think all in all, we had some pretty good talking points tonight. We did have some sub. We had a resub from Wayne. The growth is the only thing I'm really concerned about, and average viewers. Like I'm really concerned about these going forward. But I mean, we can't stop, man. We got to keep rocking. I think we had some really good talking points. I'm dropping frames right now as we speak, so that's a perfect thing. So let me go ahead and roll these credits. So I feel pretty good. Hopefully we get some more. Oh, Laughing Man with the super chat as we end the stream. Thank you for the stream. Hey, no, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Also, Wayne, thank you for the gifted sub. Again, I'm going to drop our link trees in the chat. If you guys are not following our channels, there's our link trees. We'd love to have you part of our community. If you guys are watching this on YouTube after, hopefully you found some sort of value in this. We're going to continue with the creator spotlights and the creator workshops. I love this aspect of content creation. I want to get better. I don't think we're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to focus on recording, but the Discord, I'm going to be posting our workout stuff in the morning. Cause I'm really trying to dip my toes into vlogging and getting involved into that. Just got to quit being scared. So on that note, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night wherever you're at. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be scheduling new internet, working on the stream room, recording, and posting in Discord. So that's our 4 goals for the week. Go follow our Discord server. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's find someone to raid over here on. I think Arctic's still streaming, right? Toss you guys over there. Right? Maybe not. Well, damn, I don't know who to rate. We'll just rate Shano. We're doing some MLB. That'll help him out. All right, guys. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night. I love you. I'll see you next stream. Later, everybody.